like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
We're going to sign. Mike's 50. Here it comes. Here it comes. Set. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. And here we go.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell.
You got that.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, G.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
It's our time. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check. Ready.
After the penalty, it's Bell. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
56. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check. 5 wide.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
It's just me and you. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Hey, defense.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold airing it out deep for Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Right there.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
But you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run right side with Hunt. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Mike's by 4. Here we go. Pass. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch that.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He'll get this one to Galladay. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Ty Long now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Matt Milano able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Darnold. Complete. Smith has it. And he's out right at the 25. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn to either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Check, lady. Check out. Hop, hop. Set, set, set. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for New York. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Darnold. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Wide, get wide. 25, check 25, check 25. Red 80.
Now a give, right side. McCrary, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Check.
Here's Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. Anderson a 1st down and more. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. from 17 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Boston Scott, his first carry. He'll have a first down past the 40. They find some open field here. And finally wrestled down at the 8. Yard line.
63 yards, the gain on the play. Josh Jackson on the tackle. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. This is first and goal from about the 8. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second down and goal. Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 8-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. On first down, Hunt. And some room to roam now. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Allen's throw is complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brings up third and 4.
Mike, 19. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Open man is Galladay, complete. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. To the air, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl. Alert! What?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. It's complete. It's Miller. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Darnold's throw on the money to Anderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And running room